Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the SBL chair, Ayuli Jemide.
I agree with you, we need champagne. Good evening, everybody. Can I have your attention, please? Thank you. Thank you very much. I would like to once again welcome all of you to this cocktail, the opening cocktail for the 15th annual conference of the Nigerian Bar Association section on business law. And if you allow me, I just want to speak for a few minutes on institutions. And I would just like you to listen for a few minutes. And institutions are very important things. They keep countries going. They keep the private sector going, the public sector going. And strong institutions are the backbone of any country. But I just want to mention three things that are institutional. Three things that you can touch and feel, and you will know that, this is about institution building. And the first one is foundations. Great institutions. Mr. NBA President, sir, I will be happy if you listen to what I have to say. Much obliged, sir. Thank you very much. Now, great institutions are made first and foremost from the foundations. And it's important to mention that because we sit down and we think to ourselves, SBL is having its 15th annual conference. 15 years is a long time. And there are people who have toiled in 15 years to put things in place, set templates, get structures in place. Someone said to me just now, congratulations, great show. And I said, no, this is not about one person. It's about the SBL institution. There are structures in place that help you to achieve this. And over the years, there have been people who have built these structures incrementally. And I would like to recognize, first and foremost, the past chairman, beginning with Benga Oyebode, who is having a conversation now with the NBA president, Mr. Oluwakbata. George Etomi kicked this off. As the pioneer, we must acknowledge that, and he did a yeoman's job. And that was the beginning of this institution called the SBL. He handed over to Mfom Soro, who's here present, and we must applaud her. And then Benga Oyebode came on board. He did his fair share, handed over to Aswe Godalo, who paid his dues, put in his 2 pence. And after that, our current NBA president, Mr. Oluwakbata, took over as SBL chair. And he put in his 2 pence and handed over to Sheni Adio SAN, who then handed over to me. But behind that, you have council members, committee chairs, active members of committees. These are all the people that form the foundation of SBL over the last 15 years, and we shouldn't take them for granted. The second thing that's important with every institution is the stakeholders. And when we talk about the stakeholders, we're talking about public and private sector stakeholders. And the business community. And a lot of them are represented here today. And you talk about institutions. We've partnered with institutions like NESG, NECA, NCDMB, Nigerian Stock Exchange, Institute of Directors, and Lagos State government has been an avid supporter of the SBL. We must also mention the sponsors. Every year we'll have a conference and people put their money where their mouth is to back these conferences. These are part of our stakeholders and we appreciate them. We don't take them for granted. The third thing I would mention about institutions is the future. Every institution must look to a future and you must build the future. And today this future is represented here by young and not so young people who have put this conference together. The CPC chair, Adeleke Alex Adedipe, thank you. The vice chair, Stella Duru, thank you, Stella. We have the chair of fundraising, who I call Afamako. Those of you who speak pidgin English will know the meaning of Afamako. Aisha Rimi. We have the head of programs and content, Ose Okpeku. We have Rotimi Ogunyemi, the chair of tech and innovation. We have Theo Lawson, chair of publicity, Ose Aziba, sponsors benefits, Tedri Efekoha, accommodation, Damilore J, socials, Chika, Tracy, Kofo. Apologies if I miss the rest of you, but just to let you know that there are people who toil, every day to make this happen. So to the foundations, I thank you for your continuous support and I look forward to more productivity as we move along. To the stakeholders, I doff my heart for you. Without you and your partnership, things like this will never happen. And to the future, people who have mentioned and many more behind them, I'm thankful that SBL has a crop of people that will, in the years to come, take SBL to even greater heights. And on that note, I would like to thank you all for listening, and I urge you to enjoy the conference. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen,